What's going on, guys? It is I, some Joe Schmo, here once again for our 10th day of our 12 days of Hallschlock Christmas. We have finally reached the double digits, and boy, oh boy, are we in for a treat, guys. But once again, before we jump into these movies here, if you guys want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, tappity-tapparoony that like button, and leave me a comment. Let me know you've been liking these movies, because they are god-awful in the arms of an angel. And this movie ain't no better. We're gonna jump into our number one movie here today, The Santa Incident. Now, The Santa Incident has a star-studded cast. Let's just spout out all these names. We have James Cosmo, who plays Santa Claus. Also played Mormont at the Wall on Game of Thrones. We have another Game of Thrones character, Michael McElhanton, who plays Ross in this movie, but also played Roose Bolton in Game of Thrones. I don't know if Hallmark is just a casting hub at this point, if people just go to die with their careers, or if people's careers just start at Hallmark. The fact is, there's so many people from so many different franchises in these Hallmark movies that it's like there's gotta be a conspiracy here, guys. There's gotta be something happening with these movies. Greg Gurman, who plays like an FBI agent, best known for Ally McBeal. I believe he was on Grey's Anatomy, or if you know me, I mean, probably just the guy that got strangled by Chucky the Doll in Child's Play Part 2. We immediately start this movie off with Santa Claus being shot down by an F-16.
Return to base. This incident is classified top.
And it almost feels like they spend so much on this opening scene, guys, that we get hit with the title card. It's just so plain. It just, huh? Evidently, they believe that Santa in this movie is an extraterrestrial who is coming to Earth to steal resources.
This is the human element of the intruder network, an extraterrestrial nexus bent on world domination. Aliens? With one of his intruder buddies at the Congolese border with a load of pure manganese. There he is again, in Kazakhstan, with a shipment of highly refined aluminum.
So Santa is shot down. Our main boy and girl of this movie find Santa collapsed right there.
Mister, come on, mister, please wake up.
Hello, India. Okay.
Mister, come on, please, come on, mister, stand up. Hi.
And immediately just rescue him. The mother of these children, Joanna, is a doctor, but they don't really call her a doctor, they call her a nurse. The kids take Santa, who's currently passed out, to their mother to be nursed. Hey. Santa wakes up from his coma, and it literally looks like this guy is just wearing a George Washington wig.
Can you tell me your name?
Around here, Santa Claus.
Immediately after Santa's sleigh is shot down, we then get introduced to Greg Gurman, who again is he FBI, Secret Services? He's some sort of branch of the military.
We're from Homeland Security Asymmetric Threats Division.
Starts to look for Santa. So as soon as he finds Santa, starts going through some mad questioning with him, starts asking him, like, what's his deal? Why is he here? You know, we do have Mr. Sheriff, kind of a close friend to everybody. He's established that Joanna and the sheriff had a really good relationship. I believe they mentioned that the dad was also in law enforcement with the sheriff, and so that's how they kind of all know one another, but we already know where that's going. The sheriff is gonna make that sweet, sweet move with the sweet, sweet power of Christmas. Hey. After Santa recuperates from his coma within a day, has the ability to repair a fracture in his skull in a matter of like I guess Santa's immortal, right?
Skull fracture doesn't heal in a day.
Definitely not. I forbid you to die.
Joanna offers her garage for Santa to stay in for an undetermined amount of time, but like that's a lot, dude. Like, I mean, how long are you staying there, Santa? Do you have people on the way? Can we get your contact information? Who's your next of kin? What is happening in this right now?
Excellent.
I guess he's just staying indefinitely with these people. So Santa moves into the garage and begins to develop this it's like an awkward relationship with these children, because the mother just brings this recovered comatose patient home with her and just immediately trusts him and the kids to just go out there and, you know, wander around the city. And, you know, it's not like this crazy old man who's going around saying he's Saint Nick is of any danger to my kids. It's found out that Santa steals resources because he needs them to create toys out of him. And Santa has got, I mean, we've seen a lot of these movies, guys. We've seen powers that Santa has. We've seen teleportation powers. We've seen glamoring powers. But Santa has got that Colombian goodness, like speed powder when it comes to creating toys. He's got a warehouse and he's just throwing together a bunch of toys, and I mean, these are like Dollar Tree store toys. They're so god awful, and it's like, and this is like always the issue I have with some of these movies is that I get that it's supposed to be a little bit more on the childlike side, but it's like, yo, show me you're building like, I don't know, PS4. Show me you're building Apple Watches. Show me you're actually building things that people want now, because like it's so dated when these Santa Clauses are just building lame toys or wooden figures or I would relate so much more to the Santa again if he was building an iPad. If they showed me actual, I know they probably can't get the rights to that, so it's irrelevant. Why am I even complaining about it? I should mention that, yeah, Greg Germann is constantly monitoring, constantly spying on Santa Claus in one of the he's just parked outside the house and is just so inconspicuous. Eventually we do get some of the elves that do track Santa, and the way that they track him.
Tracking.
Obviously he's been moved, probably captured.
Tracking.
So now what?
Tracking. The elves come, they help Santa. Santa has this, it's like a jingle bell belt or a belt that's got all the bells that represent all of the reindeer. And I guess in order for him to get his sleigh back, he needs all those bells. One of the elves like ripped his belt off, so he has part of the belt, Santa's got the other. So they have to come together, put the belt together. Santa then becomes his holly jolly self.
By the power of Grayskull.
Does some sort of like witchcraft voodoo power against Greg Germann, and
I have a bad feeling about this. All right, here we go.
You know, saves the day. Everyone gets out scot-free. There's really no issues that arise. There's really no, there's really no conflict. And to be fair, it is, for all intents and purposes, a kiddie movie. You know, I want to say it's targeted for kids because of the kids being one of the main heroes of the flick. The sheriff and Joanna kiss, but Joanna's got like this open-eyed kiss. Anyway, the Santa incident, it's terrible. It's, again, the only thing I thought was kind of cool was just 2 Game of Thrones characters in it, and that's it. That's it. Big piece of shit, man. All right, guys. This next one, I'm going to give you a heads up. There's a lot of characters and there's a lot that's happening in this movie, so I apologize if we breeze through some of this or even if I miss any of this. So let's just get started. And I'm going to butcher some names here, so we're just going to give you the lowdown. One Christmas Eve stars Anne Hesh as Nell, Kevin Daniels as Reggie, Carlos Gomez, who plays Caesar, son Griffin Kane, daughter Ali Scoveby, and finally Brian T as Dr. Chen. Now this movie is what I referenced as a Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve kind of movie, where it's about a collective group of individuals who all come together on Christmas Eve and have some wacky shenanigans all going on, and in turn they all learn to develop, again, Christmas spirit, Christmas cheer. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it. The beginning of the movie takes place in a lobby of what I assume is a hotel, where we're introduced to Caesar.
Oh, check that out. What kind of delivery is that?
Caesar immediately sees that there is a gift that's been delivered to the front steps of this hotel, and once opening it, determines it is a puppy. The puppy who lost his way.
The puppy who lost his way.
I want to say it's a gift from Santa, and it really doesn't come back into play in any means. I guess it's just a puppy that was delivered. Because Caesar here is so responsible and knows that he can't not care for this puppy, nor does he want to leave the puppy in just a random box in front of a hotel.
See,
There's no dogs allowed in my apartment, Jose.
well, I say you drive him out of the city, find a house with a yard, ring the doorbell, and it's someone else's problem.
Proceeds to kind of drive through this neighborhood in order to determine if there is a family suitable enough to get this puppy. And really, he's just kind of waiting to see, I guess, the first signs of human activity so that he can drop it off on a porch. That's where we're introduced to Nell and her family. It's determined immediately that Nell is a recently divorcee. You know, the daughter likes to sing, the kid likes to play video games, and that's pretty much all the character development you need at this point. Caesar then drops off the dog on the front porch of this house, knocks on the door, and immediately gets home alone by slipping on a sleigh, and what I believe they say he fractured his ankle in some ways. So, you know, because Nell is a nice, heartwarming, and caring kind of individual and just doesn't want to be sued, decides to drive him to the hospital. This scene...
Faster than this.
Hey, I'm not a snow driver, okay?
New game and got a lollipop stick stuck in his throat. It was an accident. She's saying I'm a gamer.
Yeah, he is real set up at home. Okay.
She grew up in Los Angeles. The only time she
with
fast in the
so
snow
much
was when my brother
privilege,
tripped and he was
it's
playing his video
baffling.
game and
It's
got a
baffling. I'd
lollipop
rather
stick stuck in
just
his
take the
throat.
ankle. Take the ankle at that point. We get to the hospital where we're introduced to Reggie, who is learning to speak Spanish, and it's learned that he's also recently broken up with, I believe it's like a girlfriend, or I don't know if he's divorced. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it can be special, but it don't have to be special. Okay, so that was it.
And is trying his best to leave a awkward message. The mother, Nell, is in the hospital with Caesar, is there for an abnormally long amount of time.
I need all of this paperwork complete, and then I'll need a copy of Mr. Cortez's insurance cards. He won't be admitted until that paperwork is done.
Oh, okay. I think you need to sign there. Is there anything I can do?
It's like, just drop him off, let him know what happened. I don't know, she's there for so long. The kids in the car then are left with the puppy alone, and the puppy just pisses all over the place, as a puppy would do. The boy, son, takes the puppy out, and the puppy leads him down this crazy little escapades of going into a construction site. He kind of, the puppy then John McClane's it, goes through the air duct.
Come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs.
Eventually the kid finds a dog, falls into a hole, and I believe he, fractures his arm at this point? Oh my God, this movie's just so much shit happening. So then, kid gets rescued, goes into the hospital, mother sees the kid. Meanwhile, the car, Reggie, before this whole thing happened, already had the car towed. Now, the child and Caesar all come out, with the daughter as well too, ready to continue the rest of the night, only to see the car's been towed. Good gravy, there's so much going on in this movie. Reggie offers to drive them, and of course, once Reggie starts to drive him to the towing lot where the car is.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Baby, please don't let me down. This is a bad time.
Get it, what's happening?
Lights just went out.
Why are we stopping?
Oh, no.
His car ends up breaking down. During their car being broken down, oh my God, they are then mugged, have all their cell phones stolen as well as their wallets, but the daughter keeps the cell phone on the lowdown, so they didn't take her. And then they have to call the cops to then get a tow truck sent out to them. A tow truck gets sent to them, and then of course, because there's shenanigans taking place, the tow truck lifts the car. They're about to leave. Boom! Tow truck loses the car, and the car falls into a lake, a frozen lake. It's now at this point, the group of individuals, Caesar, Nell, Reggie, boy, daughter, dog, are all taken to the police station because of the whole robbing, and the kid was able to determine, he wrote down the license plate, I guess. They were able to get all their stuff back, but they're being held just for the time being because they're witnesses to this thing. And so they gotta spend Christmas Eve in a police station. While in the police station, everyone kind of reveals a little, oh yeah, you want my bracelet? Okay.
I got a new gaming system for Christmas from Dad. I want you to have it.
I've had this pendant for 32 years. I would like you to have it.
Oh, no. I couldn't possibly.
Por favor.
All right, well, if we're doing this, Reggie, I'd like you to have my watch.
So sweet. Emma, I would like to give you this keychain that has been very, very lucky for me.
Hey yo, shut the fuck up, I'm trying to sleep, dude!
Not tonight, obviously.
Well, not tonight.
Here's my lucky keychain, and it doesn't have done much this tonight. In the morning, the dog manages to just have super strength powers, pulls a tree down, causes it to break a light bulb, thus creating a fire within the tree, thus then lighting the entire building on fire because apparently police stations don't have a sprinkler system in one room. And oh God, where are we? the dog runs out ahead of everybody, and Nell, because the entire movie, Nell's that strict mom of, no, we can't have dogs. I don't want no dog. I don't want no dogs. Dogs are gonna take a shit inside my house. The dog runs into the middle of the street, and in epic, just action, slow motion style, runs out, boom, saves the dog, boom, fire engine barely misses them, and then of course we throw out the line where,
Whenever someone saves another's life, he's responsible for him forever.
Okay, peace out.
oh man, are we at the end of the movie? So, oh, we totally forgot Dr. Chen was the one who he fixed Caesar's leg. He fixed Boy's arm. He was there for pretty much the entire time. He gave daughter opera tickets because she likes the opera, because she likes to sing and something like that. We kind of shoehorned him in there at the end of the movie because of the fire, because of all this nonsense happening. Everyone's back at the hospital again, and Dr. Chen's like, I gotta take care of them all, let me go through it again. And it's like, they try to have some sort of like love romance plot between Dr. Chen and Nell, but it's like,
Me too.
nothing ever really kind of happens there. He kind of thinks more so like she's kind of a psycho because she kind of breaks down emotionally right there in the hospital. I would too.
Freezing. Uncomfortable nightmare!
Dr. Chen offers to give him all a ride because Nell's car's still towed. Reggie's car's forever in the lake now. Drops off Caesar and, sees that his daughter's there. Hey!
And no way to get there.
That's right.
These are my friends. He works in the ER.
Very nice to meet all of you.
Ooh, caressing hand. Ooh. What's happening there? These are my friends. After one night, that, I'd be like, yo, these are the worst people I've ever met. Now I was like, hey, we spent Christmas Eve together, might as well spend Christmas Day, right? And then everyone just comes back together at the end of it for a lovely Christmas meal where they order Panda Express. Oh, I don't even know. Guys, that was me paraphrasing the entire movie in like 11 minutes. There are so many things that happen in this movie. I don't even know if I'm hitting on every single aspect here. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for day number 10, guys. Once again, thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much for sticking it out until the end. I know this one was a little bit of a longer one, but given the state of everything that happened in this last movie, I couldn't leave out anything. I had to just make you go through the madness with me. We are gonna be rapidly approaching that 12th day here, guys. 2 more days left, and these next couple ones are gonna be, I hope they're entertaining enough for you guys. Because I'm going kind of crazy with these edits and these movies, I feel like I'm kind of losing it a little bit. So hopefully I don't lose that magic. But until we meet again, which is going to be tomorrow, same time, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard, this is some Joe Schmo once again wishing you guys a happy holiday. Stay safe out there, and I hope you guys have an amazing time with your families, with whatever it is that you're celebrating out there. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next time. Until then, peace out.